Welcome to this week's Speed Painting. The prophetic word for this week, I think we should title The Trivet of the Lord. Every now and again, the Lord wakes me to a picture. This time, I saw newspapers with headlines about the current money crisis. The newspapers were out on a newsagent's in the street, and a strong wind was blowing. To stop the open bundles of papers blowing away, the agent had put a heavy brass triangular trivet on top of them. A trivet is a flat tripod meant to keep hot dishes of food up off a table. I don't think I've heard that word since I left home years ago. The word trivet was repeatedly emphasized by the Lord, and it seemed odd that something meant for a dining table would be used on a stack of newspapers. The letters, T-R-I, in the word were pointed out, and the Trinity immediately came to mind with the trivet depicting them. At the same time, it bore a similarity to the Freemasonry symbol of a compass. The message seemed to be that the panic behind the headlines, and that was the wind that wanted to fire the front page statements all over the place, was being thwarted by the Lord. He was still holding everything down, keeping everything in place. The crisis might have to be, and that was shown when symbolically the stacks of newspapers still were there, but it wasn't going to escalate as far and wide and as high as the headlines were trying to make things go. If money heads involved in Freemasonry were somehow a force within the crisis, the Lord had curbed their influence and imposed his own authority over top of it. Their power and understandings had been usurped by his abiding control. That he chose to show this in the picture by way of a device meant to grace the family table spoke of his fatherly concern for the well-being and peace of our homes. Also along those lines, it seemed to be a reassurance that we shouldn't fear for our incomes and basics like food. We should expect hot food to still be on its way, since the very purpose of a trivet is to serve as food at the dinner table. Maybe this speaks to some people in particular, especially ones who know the Wall Street crash resulted in bread lines and millions nearly starving to death. The scare has reached single parents, young couples and families, heavily mortgaged folks, and retired people on fixed incomes, everybody, in fact. The good news about the one who multiplies food aces the bad news any day. Anyway, I was awakened very early for this one. It blessed me, and may it bless whoever it's meant for.